So it turns out that Orange Glen High has a pretty amazing culinary arts program, and they invited us to come out. So guess what we're calling today? The Cooking Guy Goes Back to School. I'm Sam, the Cooking Guy. This show is about food that's big in taste and small in effort.
Man, is that good.
Totally easy stuff anyone can make.
Look at them going already.
And everything comes from a supermarket. You take all those other cooking shows like this. You don't need them anymore. This is Sam, the Cooking Guy. Located in Escondido, California, Orange Glen High has about 300 students in their culinary arts program. I talked to Christy Sovacool to learn more about this most delicious elective.
So here at Orange Glen, we have 4 levels of culinary. We have culinary arts and food science, we have international cuisine, we have advanced culinary arts, and baking and pastry.
So what would they start with?
Culinary arts and food science. That's kind of our basis, level 1, so to speak.
Got it. Health and safety, that kind of stuff too?
Safety, sanitation,
Yeah.
that goes in all of our classes.
Boring stuff.
Boring, but important.
But important, yes. And then, what would the next odd?
The next, they kind of have a choice
Yeah.
of where they want to go from there. So advanced culinary and baking and pastry are kind of our capstone classes, which would be, you know, mostly juniors and seniors.
Which clearly we're seeing a bunch of today.
Today, today back here we have our advanced culinary, our international, and our baking students.
Beautiful stuff going on. And do you find, I mean, it's still typical that a kid would take an elective like culinary because they think it's an easy elective to take?
I think that they think that when they sign up, they
Yeah.
think it's going to be easy, or they just think, oh, food, I want to be in there.
Yeah.
And then when they get in here, it still is fun. It's absolutely fun, but it's also a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, and the safety sanitation, like you mentioned, is, you know, hard work, but overall it's a fun class.
Important to know. I said to some of the kids, I mean, I think, you know, you may think that it's just an easy elective to take, but it's going to make you a better consumer of food as you get older, make you more aware. And everybody likes somebody that can cook. And
Absolutely.
I think far too many kids are coming out of homes these days with absolutely no cooking ability at all.
Exactly, and if anything, we just want them to have life skills
Yes.
to go forward, whether they choose to go into the culinary industry or not. We would love that, but if they don't, they still have life skills and consumer skills that will take them far.
I'm seeing a lot of happy faces.
I mean, they're cooking, how could you not be?
Yeah. They look like they're really digging it and
Yeah.
learning and hanging with friends. Has there been like any ugliness in the room?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fun place to be. They're getting to cook the food, they're getting to eat the food, you know, hang out with their friends. It's a pretty fun atmosphere. I feel really lucky to have this job.
Think about it, the worst thing that goes wrong when food doesn't turn out, you still get to eat it.
Right, and it's a learning experience. And that's the fun part about here is that if you're at home and you mess something up, it's kind of like, oh man, I wasted this. But here they have more freedom to mess it up, and it's a learning experience. And we're like, it's okay, what went wrong? Let's learn from this.
Are you maxed on kids that you can take?
No,
No.
we can take more.
Yeah.
We would love to have more. We're
Yeah.
constantly trying to grow this program and get as many students as we can in this building, and this building is beautiful, you know, as you're about to see in there. So we would love to continue to grow our sections and have as many students as we can.
Don't go away. When we come back, I'll be cooking with some of the students. This is Sam, the Cooking Guy. First things first, you don't just turn around and show what's going on behind you. So we got, like, go slow. They all want to be on camera. This is the, what's this room called? Culinary Kitchen at Orange Glen. You saw them, all the students in here working before, and now it's my turn. But for this first segment, it's my turn and Joaquin. Get good shots of Joaquin. All right, so here's what we're doing first. I don't know if kids eat breakfast, and I know breakfast is important. And look, I'm not gonna be a parent today and make stuff that's gonna be boring and stuff like that, but I wanted to do one thing that I thought could be like a quick grab and go kind of thing at home. So, you can grab one of my knives and just carefully slice across the top of that. Those are frozen bananas, 2 frozen bananas. We're making a smoothie. In go the bananas, so quiet. Here, come on.
Oh.
You ever seen my show?
No.
Oh. No. Then never mind.
Okay.
My heart just broke a little bit. Okay, so we'll go about a cup of milk. So tell me when.
Good.
Looks good?
Yeah.
If it's watery, whose fault is it?
Yours.
Thank you. I like yogurt too, Greek yogurt. You could go all milk, but I like what yogurt does for the flavor, the little tang. You can open that up, and there's a spoon here. Do you cook at home?
Yes, I cook a lot.
What's your favorite thing to make?
Everything.
If I was coming over for dinner, I'll take that.
Oh.
What would you make me?
Some type of stir fry. Yeah.
I love a stir fry. Okay, peanut butter. We'll go like 3/4 of a cup. A little warm. Look, we can always add more of everything, right? Always start low. Do you have one of those things?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. So take a second. We might not need it. It's happening, it's happening. Do you like them thick? Like a milkshake thick? That's perfect. Look, protein from the peanut butter and the banana, vitamins from the yogurt and the milk. Again, I'm trying not to be you grab 2 of those? Look, if I can impart any wisdom, I will say this. Taste your food as you go. Of course, if it's raw chicken, then you're not going to do that. Take a taste. See if you like it. But, you know, find out early on before you finish a meal. Good banana flavor, nice peanut butter,
Yeah.
not overwhelming.
Yeah.
Perfect thickness, my friend. But wait, we need a straw, and I had an idea about a straw. Peanut butter and banana, classic sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what Elvis Presley liked?
No.
Do you know who Elvis Presley was?
Yeah, yeah.
Elvis Presley liked the sandwich that was peanut butter, banana, and bacon. And I thought, well, that would be a cool thing to inject bacon in this somehow. But I couldn't, just wasn't going to put a handful of bacon in. So I attempted this morning to make
A bacon straw?
a bacon straw. It kind of worked. They look more like bacon cigars. I had to wrap the bacon around a couple metal chopsticks that I had, and then I tied them with string. You should have the big one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, when you cheers with somebody, you have to look them in the eyes.
Okay.
It's bad luck if you don't. Don't laugh, it's true. And I think it's a politeness thing, right?
Yeah.
Try it again.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. You try the straw?
It's not working.
My straw does not work at all. Okay, but it's fabulous looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks great. Get this out of here. Okay, I'll do this. I'll just have some of this then. Oops. Way to go. All right, so that's easy. Look, it's a silly thing, but this is actually very good and some decent energy in this for you as you're running out the door. Okay, when we come back, what am I making?
I don't know. You
Well, no idea. I didn't tell them. When we come back, I'm making something with fries because I know kids like fries. These will be really good. Don't go away. This is Sam, the cooking guy. Welcome back to Cooking Guy Goes Back to School Day. We're at Orange Glen High in Escondido, California, in the Culinary Arts room. It's probably got a better name than that, but. And in this segment, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brianna.
Hi.
Tell me a couple things about you.
I'm a senior here.
Yeah.
I've been in the culinary program for 3 years, and I'm excited to graduate.
Nice. What are you going to do? Do you know?
I'm going to go to SDSU to major in kinesiology.
Okay, so let's see. 2 things. I got to start this. We're making. Do you know what poutine is?
Sounds familiar.
Poutine is a French Canadian and now everywhere in Canada and now all over a lot of parts of the States. Essentially, the original version is French fries with cheese curds, kind of like mozzarella little squares, and gravy, like a beef gravy over the top of it. This is not that style. This is kind of different. We're making kind of a Mexican-ish version. It'll be really good. We're going to start by cooking some chorizo. This is pork chorizo, and pork chorizo is the best chorizo. What we have to do is we have to cook this until it's done. Okay, you have a couple jobs.
Okay.
The first one is this is a poblano pepper. You're gonna roast this. You ever done that?
No.
Okay, cool. So here's what you need. You need a big pair of tongs, and you need this cranked all the way. and just let it sit. And what the goal is to get it blackened all the way around. You're gonna see, it's gonna take a couple minutes. It doesn't go all that fast. In the meantime, my chorizo is this. The thing about chorizo is, unlike ground beef, that when you cook it, it changes color really distinctively. Chorizo doesn't really do that. It goes from like this mushy pink to a slightly darker mushy pink. You cook at home?
Sometimes.
Oh, why the hesitation?
Because I'm busy. I'm really not home that often.
What else do you do?
I work.
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you do?
I'm a hostess
Yeah.
at a restaurant.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is getting there. It's gonna take you about 4 minutes. And now it's starting to look like chili a little bit, right? No bean chili. So we'll just let this finish and see, look what's happening with the pepper. You could do that with any kind. Again, do it on the grill if you want, do it under the broiler in the oven, but just do it because it's a great way to get excellent flavor. When this is done, we're gonna make an amazing little sauce out of it with only this, whipping cream. And in it goes. So I put about a cup of it in there. Now this, over the next 10 minutes or so, is gonna simmer away. It's gonna thicken. It's gonna be tremendous. You're almost done. There's 2 things you can do at this point. One is, if you had a paper bag, do you think you have a paper bag here? It would steam. You would take this, put it in the paper bag. You don't need to, it's okay. That's just it's a waste of time. We don't need to do that. I mean, the purist is gonna say, you're not putting it in a paper bag, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, I didn't go to culinary school, so maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but this is my way. So we'll let it cool for just a second, because it's super hot. And look at how beautiful that is. If you've ever bought roasted red peppers in a jar, you notice on some of the pieces there's little bits of fleck. That's because of this process. But now here's my style. And I don't know if it's a good style, but it's my style. I could have waited. Ow, it's so hot. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Do you see when I squeeze it? The steam comes out, it's okay. I thought I could do it. I thought the cold water would. I'm going back in. I can do this. Here we go, you just do it quick, watch. Ow! Don't laugh at me. Okay, so you get it to the point where most of the black is off. Fred, you grab a couple paper towels about this long, and stack them on top of each other. Thank you. I like having them in this system. So now, this we don't need. And then we're gonna just take it and open it up and let it dry, both sides. And then Brianna is gonna take a knife, get the seeds out and the membrane from the other side. And then we're gonna dice it up. So you can see what's going on over here. Nice work. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now here's what you've got. This beautiful roasted poblano pepper with now extra big amounts of flavor. You good? How's your cutting skills?
All right.
You want to cut it?
Sure.
Okay. And do a small dice?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just share a little bit of this area here and get some green onion for the top of this thing too. I'll show you a trick.
Okay.
I would do this. At this point, I would go like this. Just gather it all up. Okay. I think we're ready. So, we've got fries to get.
Okay.
Let's get the gloves, fries. Waffle fries. Why do we use waffle fries?
Because they taste better.
Smart kids. Okay. So now, I'm always surprised when pans get hot. Thing like this. So I could just put the this on there, the chorizo cream. But I want it to be a little better. Not just empty calories. So shredded chicken, right? So we'll put some shredded chicken on this. This could actually be a meal, you know? I mean, you've got protein from this and then all the ridiculous deliciousness that's about to happen to it. And then we go like this. And now the peppers that you did, poblanos, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'm a fanatic for green onion, so we'll just give it a little bit of that. And that is, we don't have a name for this. What are we calling this? We'll call this, you're not helping.
Mountain of heaven?
What? Mountain of heaven. Shall we?
We shall.
So you have to get some of everything, right? Okay. So some chicken and a fry and some of those poblanos that you work so hard on.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Right in the eyes.
The sauce is really good.
Sauce is great. You didn't know if you were a chorizo fan.
I now am.
The sauce is really good. You know what? I was sold on how hot and fast your ovens are here. These things could definitely be crispier. Don't you think?
Yeah,
They
I
could.
can see it.
But Brianna wanted me to tell you, don't go away, because when we come back, I'm making a
Pasta thing. Macaroni and cheese.
stay right where you are. It's Orange Glen Day. How fantastic is this? This is Sam, the cooking guy. All right, final segment. Cooking guy goes back to school. We're at Orange Glen High. Here's my my student. This is Osvaldo. Get a good shot. He's a handsome young man.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Look at the camera. Let them see you. So I said to Osvaldo, do you have some oil? I forgot my oil at home. He goes, yes. He brings it over. I go, can you put about a tablespoon in? He goes, sure. And he starts to leave, and you were going to go get a
Tablespoon.
Here's the thing. This isn't baking, where the exact amount is so important that it will ruin your dish. So let me see you pour about a tablespoon in there. That's good. Look, see how simple that was? So we're making a macaroni and cheese. And I was thinking about this, and I go, kids like macaroni. I loved macaroni as a kid. I used to love macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it. It's really good. So I started thinking about that, and I go, no. I want brisket macaroni and cheese with onions. Just wait till you see how this thing lays out. This is some brisket that I smoked at home. So we'll cut maybe, I don't know what that looks like, half a pound? So we'll just go like this. In we go. All right. Now, we're making macaroni from scratch. And that means a couple things. It means that first we have to warm up a little milk. Okay, about 2.5 cups of milk. We just want to start warming this a little bit. We're going to be making basically a bechamel sauce, like a simple cheese sauce, but we don't want to be incorporating cold milk into it. So now we need like 3 tablespoons of butter, and get the butter melting in here. You know what a roux is? Have you guys learned about roux? A roux is like a thickening agent. It'll just make your sauce thicker. So that's good. This can turn down a little bit. So the butter's melted in here. Now we're going to give it like 2-3 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3. And now we do this with the whisk. So what we want to do is we want to cook the flour taste out of this. And this is going to help everything thicken. Okay, so right there on that cutting board, you're going to shred this. And this is 8 ounces of smoked Gouda. Have you had smoked Gouda?
Yes, we have.
It's delicious. And so the smokiness of this is going to make this macaroni interesting, and it's going to work really, really well with the brisket. Really well with the brisket. And then one of my favorite things to have with brisket is horseradish. But rather than add horseradish sauce to this, we're using a horseradish cheddar, white cheddar. Should have just a little bite to it. So happy. Oh, so you got to do that one too. I'm now going to start to incorporate the milk into the roux. See how it seizes up right away? Well, this is going to be helped along. Okay, the rest of this goes in.
Or do you need the cheese?
I'll take the cheese in a second. This has got to thicken a little bit first. So this is going to take a couple minutes for it to start to get a little thicker. Thank you.
No problem.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Senior.
Yes, sir.
You're almost done then.
Yeah.
What's next?
College.
Where are you going? Where are you going? You are?
Yeah, I want to study radiology and or culinary arts or both.
could not be two more different things. Wow, good for you. Now this is starting to thicken. So far, it's just making a basic white sauce that now will thicken when we start to add this cheese. So I'm gonna add handfuls at a time and get this thing going. And if my water, oh, the water's ready. Okay, hold on. Look, you can use any kind of noodles. I like these things. You don't have to do the elbow thing. Just because macaroni and cheese growing up was always elbows, forget it. You don't have to do that. But what you do have to do is you always have to stir pasta when you put it in or it will clump. And you have to salt your water. Now, this, why don't you pick up that other cheese with both your hands? Yep, beautiful. Good man. Okay. What are we gonna make this in? Let's get a half sheet. That looks perfect. You know what we should do? We should butter this. Do you want to, do you have a spray?
Yeah.
Like a cooking spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so the noodles are almost ready. You spray that good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put this in a 350 oven. Do you see how creamy and beautiful this is? Look at, we want creamy macaroni and cheese. Osvaldo and I will now taste this because
Tasting your food is
it's everything.
important.
Now, if I wanted to be a real purist, I would get white pepper. But I don't think it's gonna matter that much. You know why?
Why?
Look what I'm putting in it, right?
Onions and briskets.
Yeah, and there's, you know, little bits of stuff in that. So we've got this. So all we're doing right now is tasting the sauce. You didn't look me in the eyes?
Yes, I did.
Get the smokiness from the Gouda?
Yep.
That's great.
Taste all the cheeses at the same time.
It's great. I like you. Now what we need a chinois.
It's over there.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a camera. Chinois, also known as a Chinese hat. It's a colander.
You want to put it over there next to us?
Yeah, please. So you want to cook the pasta a little bit less than what the package says. So we're just going to strain this. Actually, just in case this gets too thick, I might need a little liquid. And I would want to use pasta water. We've talked about this before, but whenever you're using pasta, if you think there's a chance you might need to thin what you're making, save some of the pasta water. That's the thing to do. So now we've got our giant chinois here. The noodles will go in. Love it. Now we take our sauce that is not hot. Sauce goes in. Sauce. Now the brisket and the onions, so lovingly prepared by Osvaldo. Oh boy. I'm feeling good about this. And now we mix. Shoot, that's hot. And in. Ah, God. Instead of breadcrumbs on top, crispy French fried onions. And now we just scatter these guys on the top. This goes in like a 350 oven for like a half an hour. You got a 350 oven?
Yeah.
Would you do the honors?
It's hot.
Sure. He wants his own towel. We've cleaned up. Osvaldo walked away with the macaroni and he's back with the macaroni. Right here, right here. Look at that. Come in here with me, bro.
The cheese.
You know what it's gonna be? Really damn hot. Really damn hot. Come take a look. That's just tremendous.
You didn't look me in the eyes. Cheers.
You're funny. Cheers. Oh, I got the jig, get some brisket. Wow. That's a good this is not a kid's macaroni and cheese. It's delicious.
I'll make it again. That's for a fact.
It's really good, right?
It is.
Okay. So, make the macaroni. Hey, you guys come. I want to say this has been a tremendous day at Orange Glen High. These kids are fun.
We have something for you.
Aww. And nice. It's a shirt. It's a get out of town. Orange Glen High Culinary Arts High School. These guys have been the best. Thank you for helping me today. I appreciate it. Make this food, don't eat the same thing all the time, and take a lesson from the kids. They're learning how to up their food life. You need to do the same thing if you haven't already done it. And I don't mean you have to go back to school, but make something different all the time. Cool?
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. Go to the website, get all the recipes. You'll want them for sure. See ya.